What's up, everyone? It's your boy Chris K, and on this episode of Texas Monsters, we're going to be speaking on a man in Dallas, Texas, who's suspected of killing 22 elderly women by stalking them and then going into their home and smothering them with a pillow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a case about stalking, smothering, and stealing.
In March of 2018, the Plano, Texas Police Department would receive a call from a person stating that they had just found their elderly neighbor unresponsive in her house. The elderly neighbor was 91-year-old Mary Bartell. Mary Bartell lived at her apartment at an independent living community for seniors in Plano, Texas. Mary was transferred to a hospital, and later on, after regaining consciousness, Mary discovered that she was missing her wedding band, diamond engagement ring, and other jewelry. Mary told police in a taped deposition that she heard someone knocking at her door and thought it was one of her friends. When Mary opened her door, she told police that there was a man standing there with two rubber green gloves on. Mary said she knew instantly after seeing the green rubber gloves that number one, she should not have opened the door, and number two, her life was in grave danger. The man forced his way into the apartment and told Mary not to fight him and to lay on the bed. Mary complied with what the man said and laid on the bed. Mary then said that the man smashed her hard with a pillow over her face and chest and that she couldn't breathe and went unconscious. With the information from Mary about her missing jewelry and what had happened to her, the police would discover a suspicious vehicle driving around senior citizen homes. The following day, the police would track and pull over this vehicle after following to a nearby apartment. The police witnessed the man throw something away in the apartment's trash can before being pulled over. The man in this vehicle was 49-year-old Billy Chemirmir. Billy was a Dallas, Texas resident who came into the U.S. from Kenya. The police told the court that when he told Billy to get out of the vehicle, that Billy had no reaction. The police took Billy out of his car, and upon searching Billy, the police found an envelope with cash and jewelry in his possession. The police would also discover a large red jewelry box that Billy had just thrown away in the garbage can. The jewelry box had documents with an address on the paper. Police then would go to this home in Dallas, Texas. Upon arriving on scene, investigators found 81-year-old Lou Harris dead in her bedroom with lipstick smeared on her pillow. Billy Chemirmir was charged with the murder of Lou Harris. In recent court documents, investigators said that they also found a Walmart receipt in the home of Lou Harris. After investigating, the police would obtain surveillance footage from a camera at Walmart, which showed Billy and Lou Harris inside Walmart at the same time. The footage also showed parking lot footage, which showed Billy pulling out of the parking lot as Lou Harris was getting into her car. After Billy was arrested, authorities announced that they would be reviewing over 750 deaths that were from alleged natural causes and connected to reports of missing jewelry. On January 31st, 2018, Mary Brooks was found dead on the floor in her Dallas condo by her grandson. It was determined at the time that Mary Brooks died from natural causes. Mary's family had discovered that her jewelry was missing, including a coral necklace and diamond rings. In recent court documents, it was discovered that there were grocery bags from a recent shopping trip still on the countertop when Martha was found deceased. Police would testify that the grocery receipts showed that Mary was at Walmart the day before the grandson found her body. Surveillance footage showed Billy Chemirmir's vehicle leaving the parking lot after Mary and followed her in the same direction. In March 2018, Martha Williams was found dead in her senior living apartment in Plano, Texas by her daughters. The police and medical examiners had determined that Martha's cause of death was from natural causes. Over the next week and a half, the daughters would pack and clean the apartment out. The sisters said that everything just seemed strange in every room. They found a necklace and a ring that they'd never seen before in the bathroom. On a counter, they found a pair of black Ray-Ban sunglasses that were not her mother's style. And in the dining room, they found a mess of open and empty jewelry boxes. The daughter said that their mom was always clean and had her jewelry organized in the jewelry boxes. One of the daughters was cleaning her mother's bedroom, and when she flipped over the pillow on the bed, she saw the imprint of a face and a dark blood stain. The next day, in a building across from where the mother lived, another elderly woman was found dead. Court documents stated that Billy would impersonate home health care workers and a maintenance man to get into his victim's house. Billy told police that he was an innocent man and he was raised to do right and never harm anyone. He also told police that he made money by selling and buying jewelry, and he had also worked as a caregiver and security guard. Billy has had previous run-ins with law in the past. In 2010 and 2011, Billy was arrested in Dallas for DUIs in which he paid fines and did little jail time. In July 2012, Billy was arrested for assault on his then girlfriend. In June 2016, Billy was arrested for trespassing at the Chemirmir Retirement Center and he pled no contest. In May 2019, Billy Chemirmir was indicted on 11 other capital murder charges, which totaled 12. Collin County's indictments were for the murders of Ann Conklin, March 18, 2018, Carolyn McPhee, December 31, 2017, Martha Williams, March 4, 2018, Miriam Nelson, March 9, 2018, and Minnie Campbell, October 31, 2017. The other 6 indictments were in Dallas County, which were for the murders of Phyllis Payne, May 14, 2016, Norma French, October 8, 2016, Phoebe Perry, October 29, 2016, Doris Gleason, October 29, 2016, Rosemary Curtis, January 17, 2018, and Mary Brooks, January 31, 2018. As of today, Billy Chemirmir is accused of murdering 22 people, which most being elderly and living alone. Billy's trial for murdering Lou Harris began on November 15, 2021. On November 19, 2021, the judge had to rule a mistrial due to an 11-1 jury deadlock. After compelling amounts of evidence, one juror said that she was refusing to deliberate. A retrial was set for Billy on April 25, 2022, and on April 28, 2022, Billy was convicted for the murder of Lou Harris and was sentenced to life in prison. Billy's trial for the murder of Mary Brooks began on October 3, 2022. On October 7, 2022, in less than 45 minutes, the jury would find Billy Chemirmir guilty of murder and he would be sentenced to life in prison again. After that, all other charges would get dropped, disappointing many families in Dallas. It is unsure if Billy will still face the Collin County indictments for capital murder, but majority of the victims' families would like to see Billy get the death penalty. This story is just absolutely crazy. My heart goes out to all the families who lost their loved ones, their elderly. I was raised pretty much by my great-grandma, and there, at the end of her time, she was in a nursing home, and we would go see her every week, every 2 weeks, as much as we could. And I can't imagine that happening to my great-grandma. This Billy guy, he's a serial killer. He stalked his prey, he fed on the weak, somebody that couldn't fight him back, and he smothered elderly women with a pillow and made it look like natural causes. He knew what he was doing. Then he would take all their jewelry and go and resell it, probably at a pawn shop. My great-grandma, she had a bunch of jewelry. She had jewelry boxes. I think a lot of other people's grandmas do as well. That was what they did, I wish this could have got caught sooner, before he could have done this to all the elderly women. In 2016, he got a trespassing charge at a senior citizen home. That should have maybe raised a flag. Maybe somebody keep an eye out on him. And then it said at the end that after he got convicted of the 2-3 murders, that they dropped the other murders. He still got to get charged for the Collin County murders if they're going to charge him. Hopefully they do. These other families want justice too. I hope that he gets the max punishment. You know, I'm glad Mary survived the attack from Billy. If she wouldn't have survived, who knows how many more times he would have done this without getting caught. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this story in the comments down below. If y'all could do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. That would help me out a lot. Thank y'all for checking out this episode of Texas Monsters. I'll catch y'all on the next one.